All right, let's dive right into the world of reality TV, specifically The Bachelor and Love Island. And, we're not just skimming the surface here. We've got some really interesting sources lined up.
Oh, this is going to be good.
It is, it is. We're going behind those rose ceremonies and fire pit chats to uncover the juicy secrets.
The stuff they don't show you on TV.
Exactly. We're talking producer manipulation, contestant drama, the whole nine yards. Plus, a former contestant is about to spill some serious tea.
Ooh, I live for the tea spilling.
Trust me, this is going to be messy. Now, it's always fascinating to me how these shows hook us with the promise of true love.
Right, like we really believe these people are going to find their soulmate in a mansion full of cameras.
But we keep coming back for more, don't we?
Oh, absolutely. The drama, the romance, the ridiculousness of it all. It's addictive. It's like a guilty pleasure.
Totally. And a recent episode of the reality TV Uncensored podcast just blew my mind. They had some serious insider info that might change how you watch these shows forever.
All right, I'm all ears.
All right, so let's start with The Bachelor. Joey season has been wild. We had multiple women showing up in wedding dresses for a group date.
Wedding dresses.
Yeah.
Seriously. Now, that's a bold move. What do you think? Genuine romantic gesture or just a ploy for attention?
Right. I mean, it's reality TV, so it's probably a bit of both. Like, are they really there for love or just for the Instagram followers?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Fame or love?
And then, of course, we've got the classic reality TV villain emerging, Lexi. You know her.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of it.
She just happened to spill wine on another contestant's dress.
Oops.
Twice.
Oh, come on. Twice. Okay, that's not an accident.
Yeah, I mean, what are the chances?
Exactly. She's totally playing the villain, and you know what? I think we secretly love it.
True. We do love a good villain. It makes things interesting. Now, over on Love Island UK, things are heating up too. Callum and Molly, you remember them from a previous season?
Oh, yeah, they were a cute couple.
Well, they're back. But Molly's moved on. She's kissing a new islander named Tom.
Oh, no. Drama. Classic Love Island. Bring back a couple from a previous season, throw in some new hotties, and watch the sparks fly.
And you know what else they're doing? Recycling plot twists from previous seasons.
Really? Like what?
Well, it's not exactly the same, but it's very similar to something they did back in 2019. It's like, are they running out of ideas?
Or maybe they know it works.
Yeah.
Viewers love that familiarity. It's comforting.
That's true, but hold on to your hats, because this is where things get really juicy. Reality TV Uncensored interviewed Taylor.
Taylor, the one from The Bachelor.
The one and only. And she dropped some truth bombs.
Spill it.
Okay, get this. She claims only 30% of what we see is real.
Wait, what? Only 30%?
Yep. The rest is all carefully crafted by the producers using a technique called frankenbiting.
Frankenbiting? What in the world is that?
So basically, they take little bits of dialogue out of context and edit them together
Okay.
to make it more dramatic, create those fake storylines.
Oh, I get it. So, like, someone could be talking about the weather, but they edit it to sound like they're talking about another contestant.
Exactly. Or like in Taylor's case, she made a comment about the dessert.
The dessert.
Yeah, they edited it to make it seem like she was insulting the Bachelor.
Wow. That's shady.
It's crazy how they can twist things around like that.
That's messed up.
And it gets worse. Taylor also revealed that producers actually tell contestants to interrupt conversations.
Seriously. Like, they're literally orchestrating the drama?
Yep, they want those awkward confrontations. It makes for good TV, right?
Wow, that's just... I don't even know what to say. It's so manipulative.
Right. And just when you think it can't get any wilder, Taylor shared this story about a contestant who smuggled in a Wi-Fi hotspot.
Wait, what? Why?
To contact her ex.
No way.
Yes.
Are you serious?
She was sneaking off to chat with her ex while filming The Bachelor.
Okay, that's next level.
Talk about going to extreme lengths.
Right. I mean, it's kind of genius, but also, like, what's the point of being on the show then?
Exactly. So much for finding true love. But, it just shows how desperate these contestants are for some connection to the outside world.
Makes you wonder if they're becoming more aware of how these shows work.
Oh, totally. They're starting to play the game themselves.
And the producers are probably eating it up. More drama, more ratings.
It's a vicious cycle.
Right.
So yeah, this whole idea of reality TV being real, totally up for debate.
Absolutely. The lines are definitely blurred between reality and fiction. It makes you wonder how much of what we see is genuine.
Well, we've established that there's a lot of manipulation going on behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
But before we get into the ethics of it all, let's rewind to a moment that had everyone talking. The infamous Mr. Fing boyfriend incident from Love Island.
Oh, yes. Camilla and Johnny. That was explosive.
Definitely a turning point in the season.
Camilla just let him have it.
Oh yeah, she did not hold back. And what's even crazier, behind the scenes, she actually threatened to quit.
Seriously.
Yeah. If producers didn't let her say that line, Mr. Fing boyfriend.
Wow. Talk about taking a stand.
She knew the power of those words, and she wasn't afraid to use them.
It's almost like she understood how the game works. Like she
Yeah.
knew that moment would become iconic.
Right, and it totally did. People were talking about it for weeks.
Makes you think, are these contestants becoming more media savvy?
Oh, for sure. They know how to create a moment.
And maybe that's what keeps us hooked. We're not just watching for love anymore,
Yeah.
but for these big dramatic blow-ups.
Exactly. We want the entertainment. Speaking of which, let's talk about those fan theories and predictions.
Oh yeah, the internet is buzzing with those. Everyone's got a theory about what's going to happen next.
Right, like over on The Bachelor, there's this theory that Joey might not choose anyone.
But you mean he'll just walk away?
Well, the theory is that they'll turn him into the next Golden Bachelor.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
But reality TV Uncensored thinks he might pull a Mesnick.
A Mesnick? What's that?
Remember Jason Mesnick?
Right.
He dumped his final pick for the runner-up.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. So they think Joey might do the same thing.
That's their prediction. And over on Love Island, people are convinced Hannah is secretly married.
Married.
Yeah. Based on some suspicious tan lines, they think she's been wearing a wedding ring.
Wow, that's some serious detective work. People analyze every little detail.
They really do. Okay, so we've talked about all the manipulation, the drama, the fan theories.
The wild world of reality TV.
But I'm curious, why are we so obsessed with these shows? What is it about them that draws us in?
Well, I think part of it is the escapism. We get to peek into these people's lives, judge their decisions, all from the comfort of our couch.
It's like a guilty pleasure. We can indulge in the drama without any real-life consequences.
Exactly. But I also think there's a deeper psychological element at play.
Oh, for sure.
Reality TV taps in to our innate curiosity about social dynamics. As humans, we're fascinated by relationships, competition, all that stuff.
Right. It's like a social experiment playing out on our screens.
Exactly. And even though we know it's not entirely real, there's still a part of us that believes it is. We compare ourselves to the contestants, wonder how we would handle those situations.
That's so true. And let's not forget about social media. It's like a whole other layer of the experience.
Oh, absolutely.
Mhm.
People are tweeting, posting memes, dissecting every episode online. It's like a huge virtual watch party.
It creates this sense of community, like we're all in on the joke together.
Exactly. And that community aspect can be really powerful.
Hmm.
So even though we might recognize that reality TV is heavily produced, it still taps into some very real human emotions and desires.
That's such a good point. We know it's manipulated, but we still get invested. We still feel those connections.
Absolutely. And that's why it's so important to be a conscious consumer.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's about being aware of the potential downsides. These shows can be really manipulative,
Yeah, we've seen that.
and they could exploit contestants for the sake of drama.
It makes you wonder, is it all just entertainment or are there ethical lines being crossed?
Right, like where do we draw the line?
Because these people are real with real feelings and they're put under so much pressure.
It's got to be tough. Having your life scrutinized, edited to fit a certain narrative?
That can't be good for your self-esteem.
No, not at all. And it raises questions about consent.
Like, do these contestants really understand what they're signing up for?
Exactly. Are they fully informed about how they might be portrayed, the potential long-term impact on their lives?
It's a big decision. And then there's the whole issue of representation.
Oh yeah, that's huge.
I feel like reality TV often falls into these same tired stereotypes about gender, race, and class.
It's like they're just recycling the same narrow range of personalities and storylines over and over again.
And that can be really harmful. It reinforces these limited ideas about who we are and what we should be.
You're absolutely right. It's not just mindless entertainment. These shows can shape how we view ourselves and the world around us.
So it's not just about having fun and watching the drama.
No, it's about being critical, thinking about the bigger picture.
But can we still enjoy these shows, knowing all this?
I think so. It's all about being a conscious consumer.
Okay, I like that. What does that look like?
Well, we can acknowledge the potential downsides,
Right.
but we can still enjoy the entertainment value.
So it's not about boycotting reality TV altogether.
No, not necessarily. It's more about being mindful of the choices we make.
Like what kind of shows we support.
Exactly. We can choose to watch shows that are more diverse, more respectful of their contestants.
And maybe that can influence the industry, push them towards better practices.
It's possible. Our voices as viewers do matter.
I hope so. This deep dive has definitely made me think a lot about all this stuff. It's not just about turning off your brain and watching the drama unfold.
That's the goal. It's about adding a layer of awareness
And understanding.
and hopefully becoming more informed viewers.
So we can make choices that align with our values.
Well said. And for all you listeners out there, we'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, join the conversation.
What are your favorite reality shows?
What draws you to them?
What ethical concerns do you have?
Let's keep this discussion going.
Because the world of reality TV is complex.
And fascinating.
And it's definitely worth unpacking.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Until next time, stay curious.
And stay